After their last run in passenger service, on Friday, July 28, the original S-Class coaches on the Capital Connection train were finally retired after an impressive, but perhaps overly long, service life of 24 years in the lower North Island. Of course, this does not count the years they spent in the UK as the original British Rail Mk2 coaches. And this is a before and after comparison for one of the Capital Connection coaches, showing her original condition as a first-class coach. And incidentally, S3200 actually retained the original 2x1 seating layout. Sometimes the Mark II coaches in Train Simulator will appear with the same numbers as the coaches that ended up in New Zealand, which made this before and after comparison just that little bit easier. As a bonus, this is AKF 6112 in her past and current states. This was originally refurbished as an SA coach for Auckland commuter service, and more recently it has been converted into a kitchen coach for use on the Transalpine. Lastly, this is SR 5847, one of the coaches in Te Huia's fleet. And I've heard of a passenger train having bad luck, but what's happened with Te Huia recently is just ridiculous. Starting on Monday, July 31, the service now uses more former Mark II coaches, except these ones are former SA and SD stock that, in the mid-2000s, were originally rebuilt for commuter service in Auckland. And these replacements are essentially just a reskinned Te Huia. The SA and SD stock was made redundant following the introduction of electric multiple units between April 2014 and July 2015, after which they were sent for storage in Mount Maunganui and later Taumaru Nui, where a lot of those coaches can still be seen today. This video is dedicated to the old S coaches, which were sometimes hideout for excursion service, and all the footage you're about to watch was recorded on a Nikon D5600 camera between May 2022 and January 2023. And for those who don't know, the Capital Connection is a weekdays-only commuter service from Palmerston North to Wellington, only running once a day in each direction. Although I don't use the service, seeing as I live too far away from it, I'm hoping that its frequency can still be increased at some point, because I'm sure the people using the service would appreciate that. Motive power is provided by KiwiRail's DFB class diesel-electric locomotives, originally built as the DF class by General Motors of Canada in 1979 and 1981. Starting out from Palmerston North at 6:15 AM, Train 1203 stops at all stations as far as Wairarapa before running non-stop to Wellington, arriving at 8:20 in the morning. Meanwhile, the Mātangi EMUs are busy running commuter services between Waikanai and Wellington. The practice is reversed in the afternoon, with train 1206 leaving Wellington at 5:15 PM and arriving back at Palmerston North 2 hours and 5 minutes later. The stations served by the Capital Connection are as follows: Wellington, Wairarapa, Waikanai, Otaki, Levin, Shannon, and Palmerston North.
next Melling line service to Melling, stopping at all stations, is due to depart from platform 3. Please board now for this service. The next Kapiti line service to Waikanai, express to Porirua, is due to depart from platform 9. Please board now for this service.
And that's all the footage of the Capital Connection that I got post-January 2022, and I hope you at least found it interesting. And here's to another 24 years of service for the SR coaches, unless brand new coaches or multiple units end up being built for this service.